So welcome to a first take reaction, and this is of course Crychic. So I obviously had to make a video on this. You guys have been commenting about it. I've been seeing it on Twitter. I was like, I need to check this out. It's actually insane that they're giving Crychic a first take performance, but I am so excited to see it. Yesterday, obviously, we watched the episode of Ave Musica, which was incredible. I already talked about this. I already cried about it. So I'm not gonna go too much into it in this video because it's fully gonna be dedicated to the first take reaction, but I am so excited. One thing about the first take is I think I'm gonna need to pause a little bit more than usual in between the song because I think the first take can be a bit more strict when it comes to like reactions. So just a heads up, if I pause a few times during the reactions because I have to. So yeah, I'm gonna have to do that, but it's gonna be, of course, the one and only Haruhikage. Of course, even in the previous episode, they played it at the end of the episode, and I was... Oh, it's starting. Oh, I think it's... Okay, there's a countdown of 2 minutes. I'm currently on the premiere window. There's 2 minutes until the song, so I can still talk a little bit longer. But, so it's insane. I don't know how you guys, like, what are the theories around it. For me, that episode definitely felt like a goodbye, a send-off to Crychic, right? Which I kind of like. I like the fact that we are closing this chapter in our lives and moving on to the next one. I saw a few people saying that they want Crychic back. I personally don't really want that. I kind of prefer them to move on with their lives, right? But it's gonna be nice seeing this performance here as well. But yeah, as I said, I do think that the previous episode was supposed to be like a goodbye and a closing of the chapter of the entire Crychic story, and now it's gonna be time for Ave Musica to get back together. And this is not the time to talk about solely the anime because I'm gonna talk more about it in the next episode, but I just wanted to kind of talk about the stuff that I've been thinking about in bed yesterday after finishing the episode. But anyways, this performance is about to start, so I'm gonna stop talking and let's go into the first take of Crychic, Haruhikage. Let's go! Hina! Woo! This is a fever dream, man. Subs? Japanese subs? There's no English subs. It's fine. Yoroshiku! Oh, canon! Oh, don't do this! Okay, I need to pause it. As I said, it's the first take. I don't want to take any chances. I need to pause it. But dude, I have to say, obviously, Yoimiya Hina's voice is so incredibly good. And even in the previous episode, I don't think I mentioned it enough because I was talking about like how good Yuzumun's VA performance was, and I didn't really mention how incredible Hina's vocals were in the previous episode, how full of emotions they were. This one obviously is a lot more similar to the studio version because the yesterday's version of Haruhikage was very emotional, very different to the studio one. This one is a lot more similar to the studio one, and it sounds so good. I would honestly, I listened to the studio version a lot. So far, this beginning part, I would say sounds even better than the studio version, than the original one, right? That was recorded like a long time ago. This one sounds fantastic so far. Oh! Oh, this is gonna be emotional. little bit longer, a little bit longer. Okay. I God, I love this. It's such an emotional song, man. And it's especially obviously going back to all the way back to It's My Go, and up until this point, Haruhikage has been like the meme song, kind of, right? But it still is, even when not hearing it as like a meme, it is such an emotional song, right? It's so good. And one thing that I love about Crychic in general, as opposed to, you know, especially with Canon, is the piano sounds on the keyboard, because in Ave Musica the keyboard is mostly used for something like pipe organs, and like to give it that kind of biblical sound, or I guess church-like, a choir-like sound, whereas in Crychic it's just a bass I guess basic piano sound, which I really love. I love how simpler Crychic sounds than something like Ave Musica, because obviously it is all of these girls like bassline, their first band, and I really love that thing. All of their sounds, or I guess this song sounds so much more simple than anything we've heard from from My Go or from Ave Musica, and there's just something really beautiful in that, man. God, it's such a good song. Oh, the keyboard. Oh. Oh! Is that the end? Oh. That's actually the end. That's actually insane that this is how they end. I'm gonna go back before the premiere ends. They're not even gonna. Oh man. Okay, I'm gonna go back to that entire climactic part before I actually go more into that. Man, I wish. This is one of the things with the first take. I wish I could have just listened to the entire thing and then went back, but I think there could be issues with that. I've seen people having issues with the first take. That's why I'm pausing it more times than I usually would have, which is unfortunate. But God, what an incredible, incredible performance. What an incredible song. All of them. Wait, where was it? Before. Here it is. Oh, it's actually a bit forward, but it's fine. Oh, Canon! So much. Also, did they add in? Were those organs, or it was maybe some kind of like? Wait, what was that? I don't think that was even on the keyboard. I think that was added in extra. But wait, I think that was actually like some kind of violin or something right in the back. But I think that was added like as an extra. I don't think that was from the keyboard. God damn, what an incredible performance. Okay, I don't want to go even more back. Thank God I watched this. This was absolutely fantastic, man. What an incredible one. I never in a million years would have expected. Well, I kind of was. I think there was a point. I think I mentioned it at some point in probably my go reactions when I was like, you know what? I really hope that my go eventually end up on the first deck. I felt like that would be really cool. Or maybe I said it for other music. I think it was for my go. And I never in a million years expected Crychic to be the ones to be on this. That's insane. They deserve it, man. They deserve it. I'm so happy that they got them to be here. It feels interesting, you know? It feels interesting. It's a very interesting idea. I think it's honestly a really smart way of going about it and ending off this entire Crychic arc. Oh, it was such a fantastic performance, man. Okay, let me do this actually. Oh my god. Oh, everyone was so good, and I feel like it was such an emotional performance. I feel like Hina is one of those. I talked about this definitely during the Mygo performance, or its Mygo reactions, where I said that Hina is a person who just lets out all of those emotions on stage, even if she doesn't have maybe as powerful of a vocal as someone like, I don't know, Rachel, or not even Sasaki Riko, I would say like Ai, or someone like that. She has such an emotional voice. I feel like she maybe... Yeah, probably. I think she has like the most emotional performance on stage out of like, I don't know, many vocalists that I've heard. She's such an incredible performer, I would say, right? She's so good at like letting out all of the emotions in the song, and it's just such a treat to hear. It makes me cry like a bitch. That's why I'm like, man, sometimes I'm like, please don't go that emotional, because you're making me emotional, you're making me cry. But this was an incredible performance by all of them. Obviously, it's not just, I was just talking mostly about Kanon and obviously Hina, but that's because of the previous episode actually. Obviously, all of them were absolutely incredible. I honestly don't know all of their names. I know their character names. I don't know for Taki and for Soyo their names. I know it's Yuzumun for Mutsumi, but for Soyo and Taki, I don't know their actual names. Actually, let me look it up, because they were also absolutely incredible. I already have it open here. Soyo is Mika, and is Taki... No, where's Taki? Taki. Koko. Oh, Hayashi Koko. Wait, Hayashi Koko is Taki? Oh, it's Setsuna. Okay. You know, I definitely knew that, but I forgot about it. I completely erased it from my mind. Okay, that's interesting. It's Hayashi Koko. But yeah, all of them absolutely incredible. Especially after watching that episode makes me even more emotional. But this was an incredible performance by Crychic. I don't think... Yeah, as I said, I think this is gonna be kind of like the end for Crychic as like a big plot point in the story, and also as of like any kind of activities they might have. I did see someone mention that in the upcoming Mygo and Ave Musica concert, Crychic are set to perform, which makes sense, right? That makes a lot of sense. Especially as I said, after the previous episode, right? It would also make lore like sense in lore, right? Because if Crychic didn't get to have a reunion in the previous episode, then it would be a bit out of place if they suddenly performed at the Ave Musica and Mygo concert. But now that they did have that one episode, it makes sense, right? I like that a lot. But this was incredible. But this was just a short video that I wanted to do because I knew that this was coming out, and you guys were also asking for it, so of course I'm gonna do it. But anyways, I'm gonna end this one here. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.